Another day, another adventure, and this time we are in Kyoto.
It's freezing today.
It's 5 degrees and apparently winter is coming. Let's go. Now we are in the Arashiyama monkey park, and basically this is a big park filled with a lot of monkeys. It costs about 600 yen to come in, and once you come in, it's about a 20-minute hike to get to the top of the mountain where essentially all the monkeys are. So let's begin that trail now.
What species of monkeys can we see in this park? A cow. Yeah.
So we've almost reached the top, but if your kids get a bit bored of seeing monkeys, might not be their thing, there's a playground for them because it is a bit of a hike. So we have reached the peak, well, sort of the peak of this monkey park. The peak's further up there, but this is the first level of where the monkeys are. Behind me is essentially where you can feed the monkeys, and there are monkeys on the roof, there are monkeys on the ground. Similar to the deer park in Nara, this is where all the monkeys are. So let's go and see monkeys. Yeah. Now, if monkeys were enough to entice you, this view behind me is just spectacular. 20-minute hike and you get to see this and monkeys? I mean, it's a win-win deal. And there's a giant banana you can take a picture with, because monkeys. So if you want to feed the monkeys, you come into this little hut. Behind me is where you can get the monkey food. There's some fruits, and you essentially can feed them from these little barriers behind me, these little grills. But if you're like me and you're freezing cold, this thing right here is wonderful right now. It's like a heater, it's a chimney smoke, it's amazing. I'm so cold. So as we leave the monkeys to their lunchtime, it is now time for us to have some lunch as well. So it's on to Nishiki Market to get some food. Now we're going to transport just like that, like this. Well, we are now at the market famously dubbed as Kyoto's kitchen, Nishiki Market. This essentially is a place with a whole bunch of food stalls selling food. There's some restaurants, there's some cafes. Anything related to food, this is where you come. There's over 130 different stalls in here, so it is massive. Fun fact, this was actually a wholesale fish market in the 700s and turned into this sort of food market in 1310. So it's been here ever since then. This is old. This is definitely an old market, but it's refurbished many, many times, and it welcomes all kinds of tourists to come here and try all types of cuisines. And we are going to look at what we can find and, of course, eat. The first place we're at is this place called Dayasu Oyster, and of course what they sell is oysters, and apparently they've been established since 1921, so a good almost 100 years. So let's try and see these oysters, shall we? Now that the oysters are finished, I do have a confession. This is the first time I'm ever having raw oysters. And for my first experience in Japan, I mean, like, that's the best place to have your first experience. And to have Kyoto oysters as well, from Hyogo, from Hokkaido, from Hiroshima, from Iwate. It was amazing. There is such a freshness about it. It didn't taste fishy at all. It's so fresh, it's so juicy. It was honestly amazing. You all should check this place out, Dayasu Oyster in Nishiki Market. I'm an excellent tour guide. Did you know that? Now apparently this gyoza place is not like your normal gyoza. This is called Kyoto Nishiki Gyoza, and they've got a black and golden Wagyu beef gyoza. So it's charcoal skin with a bit of gold leaf on top. It's a bit extravagant, but we're in Nishiki. Why not, right? So to add on to the gyoza, you've also got your mixture of miso sauce or ponzu sauce. So we're going to try one with the miso sauce first. Look at that. Look at this gold flake. It's very unnecessary, but it's so cool looking. So of course it's like a typical gyoza, except you've got like the Wagyu beef inside, so it's very tender and very juicy. And with the miso sauce, works perfectly. It's just mind-boggling. Charcoal gyoza with gold flakes, only in Kyoto. So pray tell, Wani, what do you have?
I've got soy milk donut with soy flour and brown sugar. Look at the sauce over there. So we've got to make sure we got that. And here we go.
You know what's funny? That's the entrance. We've been here for like about an hour now. We haven't come very far.
I don't deny there's some strange evolutionary process going on, but mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working here today is evidence of that.
Here we've got something called daishiro, which essentially is a sandwich with a really massive egg that caught my attention. So I'm not sure what this is. What is this? Oh, it might be the tissue, I think. Let me just open it up. Yeah, it is. So in case you want to eat it to go, you've got the tissue. Look at that. Give it a little squishy squishy. Bismillah. So good. So fulfilling.
Now this amazing monstrosity is a Wagyu beef tempura. Again, I've said it time and time again, only in Japan. I don't know how, but that beef is so tender, and there's sort of a sweet soy sauce on top of the tempura. It is so tender and fatty and juicy. Oh, bless you, Japan. So one thing I really wanted to try since I came here to Japan was actually sea urchins.
Me too.
I've seen it all over Japan. I've seen videos about it, but I've never actually tried it. And one of the best places to come get it is, of course, in Japan. Nowhere else in the world but Japan. And so we're going to try it now and see how it tastes.
Yes?
I understand now why people say it's like almost like butter. It's really smooth. There's not really a seafoody, fishy texture to it or a smell. It just melts in your mouth like butter. Oh,
Wow.
oh, that is good. Sea urchins. Try it when you're in Japan. So of course, after all that food, you gotta have something sweet to end it on a sweet note. Ba-dum-psh. So we got taiyaki, a red bean and butter taiyaki. I'm about to bite into it now. Look at that. Oh, that is the perfect way to end today.
Look at how it's oozing out.
Look at that butter. That is the perfect way to end the day. It's been a wonderful day of seeing monkeys and of course seeing a lot of food. Honestly, I would highly recommend going to Monkey Park to just see the monkeys, but even more to go to Nishiki Market when you're here in Kyoto. This definitely should be at the top of your list when you're here because you can eat a whole bunch of food. You can take little bits and pieces and sample a lot of things here. There's a lot of seafood, a lot of snacks that you can buy. But predominantly there is a lot of seafood, as I said. So make sure you come here and get all that fresh seafood. And, you know, seafood shaped snacks. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've been enjoying the videos. Until next time, I guess it will be bye. Bye bye. Bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.